those of us that are here today, I mean, this is a really historic moment. You know, we're not only on this, this historic situation where we're bringing the Union Pacific Heritage Fleet, and we're here. We're giving a presentation in the shadows of the Super Bowl Stadium, the Cowboy Stadium here in Dallas, which is the newest and most modern. But this is all taking place too right in the face of the collective bargaining agreement, which is, as I said in earlier, which is going to determine the future of football. We know that health care will be a component of the upcoming collective bargaining agreements between the NFL and NFL owners, and health care is not the primary concern for the NFL owners or the NFLPA. They talk about things like salaries and a number of things, which are obviously very important. But health care for the retired player is a matter of life and death. When I say that, I don't say that in a vacuum. I say that because I know and I've experienced a couple things. One, and just in the past year, I've had a teammate, Wally Hilgenberg, who was a great player. I mean, he was an enthusiastic, dedicated ball player. He suffered over the past few years, and they were trying to determine what the cause of his injuries were, whether it was Alzheimer's, Lou Gehrig's, or whatever. What they finally came to realize is that his death was the result of brain injuries and head traumas. They know that now because they sent his brain to the brain bank, and they made the diagnosis there. One of the things that I have personal contact, not just with the players, but with the families as well. And when I talked to his wife, Mary, and I've known Mary for as long as my whole career, you know, some of you guys do too. And I talked to her on the phone, and she says, you know, I told her what we wanted to do. We wanted to somehow, you know, celebrate his life, you know, the things that he offered, the things that he brought to the sports, his love of the game. And she said, well, like, in her words, football killed him. She says, and he loved football. That's the irony of the whole thing. These guys that play the game, that they play the game because they love it, you know, and they should be provided the kind of health care that allows them to play the game, but still takes care of them when they get injured. The sad part about that is there are other players I know that are going through this same thing. And where do they turn to? Where do they go? I don't think that should be the way the NFL is dealt with, or the way that the players who play in the NFL should be dealt with today. So the future of the NFL, I would say let the future of the NFL include the Retired Players Association. You know, it's proven that we've been able to go out and to put together a medical package that I think is probably one of the best ones that's been provided for the players to date. We want to make that known. We want to let players know that this care is there, that they have easy access to it. It's not something that you're going to have to jump through the hoops to get. It's something that's available for you, and it's there for you. And it's there for a lifetime. And this is what the Retired Players Association has really concentrated on. I think it's our hallmark. I think it's our, you know, it's going to be the kind of things that we're going to be known for. But we also will go into other areas. But right now, we want to just concentrate on the health care, let everybody know that this is the quality of care that we have, and these are the things that we're providing. Before we go to questions, I want to try and see if we can't get our doctors on the line, and maybe I can have Michelle help us with that. And Michelle, who's been a tremendous volunteer for the Retired Players Association. But as she does that, the things that you really should remember, some of the facts, some of the statistics, some of the things that we're actually dealing with. If there is an opportunity for us as retired players, whether we're Hall of Famers or not, I think this is the time to do that, to really look at how we can make a difference, what we can do to change the way things are going. You know, and when I talk about the Secure Care program, I'm talking about it from a first-hand knowledge. This is a program that I've gone through. You know, I've received some of the benefits of it. And plus, I've gone through the NFL program, too. You know, I filled out the papers. I did all those things. I said, well, hey, This has happened. My knees are a result of football. There was never anything else they did. So where else could these injuries come from? But yet, flat out, those things are denied. This is not an unusual experience. This is an experience that the average NFL retiree will go through. As we're trying to get our doctors and physicians on the line, we will have introductions of our current Hall of Famers that are here with us today in just a moment. But if we do have questions from the audience, we'll take these and we'll try and answer them as we wait for our doctors.
From a player standpoint and from a public standpoint, what is our call of action? What can we do to help?
Well, our call of action, first of all, is that we want people to join the RPA, Retired Players Association. But in order to do that, we want to let them know about it. We want to get the word out. So we're going to ask members that are here today to really talk about, this meeting, what we've done, what they saw here, and get more players involved. And also we want to let the public know too. So it's a matter of awareness. But we do have a website. It's retiredplayers.org, so they can go there, they can join up, and they can keep up with what we're doing. Yes.
I'd like to put my little 2 cents in it in case anybody wants to ask any question after. But I feel very deeply about these things we're talking about now. I think what's happened in the past, pro football players, back in the 1930s and 40s, pro football.
Okay. Okay, sure, and we'll use my microphone. Okay, here. Okay.
I'll just stand here. Can you hear me now?
All right.
I have a loud voice. Can you hear me now? All right. What I was going to say is I realized this. In the 1930s and 40s, pro football looked at the same way professional wrestling is. It was a joke. It was nothing. And they were ball players who played for next to nothing, who left blood, sweat, tears, body parts. They got beat up on the field. They made this game. Took it from a game with no respect to the most respected, highly rated sports activity in the United States today. And yet, the people look forward and don't look back. The problem is there's going to be a new CBA. We understand that. I think they may have something to do with retired players. But if they follow the lead from previous CBAs, it's going to take effect in 2011 and cover people in the future. We need them to turn around and look back. We need them to turn around and get to the people who made the NFL something to be proud of. And Carl is completely correct. The NFLPA, it was always a competition, but under our previous executive director, it just kind of married with the NFL. These collective bargaining agreements were very, very beneficial to the league. There's been no labor unrest or anything. They got along real well. The NFL Alumni Association, they were so close with the NFL, they were even allowed to use the shield in the logo. So these two organizations, as great as they may be, it's nice that they are locked in with the NFL. And I'll tell you, the NFL, so many times the big thing that changes in the NFL is money. They do things for money. They don't want to come back. But they forget, they wouldn't have the big pockets today. They wouldn't have the money without the guys who went before them, without the guys who sacrificed them. People today don't realize that when we played, there was no such thing as a timeout for injuries. There are stories of people who had broken legs, tried to get off the field, and the leg compound, the bone came through the leg, to the other side. They had to. It was a charge timeout. There are people who had neck and back injuries, and the teammate would grab them by the shoulders and drag them off the field. It was a hard time, but yet these are the guys you talk to them today who went there. They say, I love the NFL, I love pro football, I love to play some more. The reason why they've taken advantage of the old timers is because we love the game so much, and they've taken our kindness for weakness, and they've trumped on us. Now's the time. If we don't stand up now, like Carl said, it's going to be a long time before another CBA comes up. And by the time it comes back again, it's going to be too late. In fact, I don't even know if I'll be alive for this. The career of a National Football League player actually is one play. I mean, your career can be long, but you only guarantee one play, and not all that, just the beginning of the play. And that's what it is. You put your life on the line, not just your health and welfare. And when you do, it's the health and welfare of your family. In 1974, we had a strike because we wanted that when a guy died, it was vested. All of his money was dumped back into the fund. Nothing went to his family. The wife or widow got it, nothing. And in 1974, that was what the strike was all about. We struck and came out of that strike. We still didn't have it. We got it later on, but we didn't get it right then. I'll tell you, they do not care about our families. I mean, I'll tell you, when I love the game, but yet I know I had a wife and 3 kids to support, and I want to take care of them, and I want to do something for them. The NFL could care less about my wife. The NFL could care less about my children. The NFL could care less about anybody except can I perform for 1 hour every Sunday afternoon. If I had to be shot up, juiced up, whatever, they want to be there, ready to go, 1 o'clock Sunday. And then for 14 games a year, and then when you're done, they say, you were a hell of a football player, Dave. We love you. See you later. And then that's it. And that is it completely. And I'll tell you, the Retired Players Association has a lot of things they can do, a lot of things to hope Carl. I know Carl's got a heart almost as big as his feet. No, nothing that big. Nothing that big. I'll tell you that. I think got the right man. I think he's going to do it for us. I just want to just say that, all right, Dave Robinson, I'm not a Hall of Famer. I'm one of those grunts out there that got beat up. But I'm with him, and I think you should be with him too. Thank you.
Okay. Well, thank you, Dave. You know, the thing is, Dave obviously expresses himself real well, and you can see the passion. But that's all of us. One of our defects is our love of the game, and we love the game. And the other part is that we love the game, NFL and all. That's the bottom line. There's no question about that. But it's the pride and the respect that goes along with that. You know, we still have that, and we want to maintain that.